Okay.
Welcome back to Andertons TV.
Hello, everybody.
I have got Mr. Rob Chapman in the house.
Woohoo!
How are you, Mr. Rob?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much. I really
Marvellous
appreciate
life in
asking.
Malta treating you well.
It's hot, tasty, delicious, and small.
Before we start this video, tell me about Wes Borland and Joe Satriani, or is that top secret?
It is top secret, but it's fine. Leave that part in, and then the rest, nothing. No one knows anything.
Fine, I apologise. Okay, today's video is going to be a blindfold challenge. I know you love seeing Rob blindfolded up. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 10 odd guitars here that all take their inspiration from Leo's classic design. So we're going to blindfold Rob up. We're going to mix them up. Rob's going to blindfold up, and then I suppose the main objective is pick out the real Fender. Obviously, we're going to have some rules about not touching certain parts.
What can I suggest? Leave it on the neck pickup, leave it with the volume on, pass it over, and I won't touch the controls.
I'm not hugely convinced there's a massive giveaway on every guitar just on the pickup selector, but we'll see. But yeah, no tuning, I'll have to tune, and no sort of feeling for body contours and headstock contours and stuff like that. So which is the real Fender? And then in a completely subjective element to the video, just are there some standout ones? Which ones were your favourites?
And also, thankfully,
favourites?
since the physics system of a guitar doesn't make any difference to the tone whatsoever, I'll make it even harder for me to guess which guitar is which.
Right, blindfold up. Mr. Tay, let's go. Right, okay, so we're just going to go left to right. My left or your left? I don't know, I'll make it up in a minute. I've got some notes. I've got an overdrive pedal on the floor and a tuner. So let's start over here. How many Strats have you owned in your life, Mr. Rob?
2.
Only 2?
Yeah, I really, really need to get a Strat Telly Les Paul.
What's the bestest Strat you ever had?
The one that my drummer's father lent to me for a few years. It was a Japanese candy apple red with a rosewood neck, a rosewood fingerboard, and I love that guitar.
I've never really seen you sort of stratting out as such. So
I kind of learnt to play on a Strat.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right, incoming. There you are.
Feels pretty legit.
You're on the neck pickup. Feel free to find a different one if you want to. We really need to replace the elastic, don't we, on Rob's on all the blindfolds.
Okay, I think it's a real Strat.
Do you?
I do, and I think it's an affordable one. I like it. I would give that a 7 out of 10.
Oh, we're going for marks. I love it. Okay, so you've said feels legit, you think it's a real Strat, you think it's affordable, and 7 out of 10. Let's go for the next one. Incoming.
Jesus Christ.
I should mention, I apologise, I've handed that to you with it in the neck, bridge position,
all right.
so that's fine. Now we're back to neck.
That sounds great.
Would you like some gain, ever?
Yeah, please.
Little bit of gain.
Little. It's not a Strat.
What makes you say that?
It's a different neck carve.
Lots of gain or?
Rosewood fingerboard. No, it's good. It's. I'm going to give this 8 out of 10. I really like it. It's not a Strat, and I'm saying it's got a rosewood fingerboard.
Good for you, we didn't ask, but you know what? It's always handy to have these additional bits of insight.
Well, why not try and level it up?
Yeah, absolutely.
A Reverend. Immediately it feels like a Reverend.
Just play the guitar.
Sorry, just play the guitar, Rob.
Whatever it is, what is it that makes you think it's a Reverend?
They're not. It's not rolled. It's a particular. It's like a. The neck carve is like a soft U, and it's not rolled. They lacquer the back of the neck, and not so much on the top. And it's a little bit wider. It's almost like if Ibanez dreamt of being a Strat, then you get that sort of wide neck, but it's like a U thing. Game me up, please, sir.
Yep. What are you checking for there when you do that?
The wood. Maple. I reckon it's a Reverend. I think it's a maple fretboard, and I'm going to give this 7.5 out of 10.
I thought you're not going to continue the beef with Ken and just give it like a 2 or something.
No, Ken and
just
I,
for comedy effect.
We're almost. I'd be surprised if he wasn't pushed out of my mum.
Oh, please.
He looks. We look as if we are DNA associated. He's my bro.
So I'm just going to say a quick recap here. You thought the neck carve gave it away as a Reverend, this sort of soft U unrolled thing. You think it's a Reverend. You think it's got a maple fretboard. You've given it 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 down. Let's move on to numero 4. Boom. Incoming. Oosh. Play away.
Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Could you turn the tone knob?
My bad, yes. Gain? Comment?
Yeah, please.
Comment,
Yeah.
gain comment.
I don't know what this is. It's kind of shreddy. You can kind of shred on it. But I don't know what it is. It's really stumped me.
What does
I can't even tell that. That's weird. It's like I have no idea.
what does kind of shreddy mean? Because I think of that as like flat. Thin.
Yeah,
neck,
it's quite
wide.
it's quite a thin neck. It's a really shallow C, quite flat. So it's more of a modern feel, much more of a modern feel. But I haven't got a clue what it is, and I can't really hear the materials. So I'm absolutely stumped. But it feels really nice. It's like a Strat for people that wanted it to be really easy to play. I like it. I'm going to give this an 8. I really like
For
it.
people that want it easy.
Yeah, but I don't know what it
like
is.
That.
Not a clue.
Okay, and an 8. Sorry, 8 out of 10. Okay, well, all your pretty sort of narrow grouping in terms of scores so far. We've had 7s, 7.5s, and 8s. That's what we've had so far. So let's see if we can do something. Maybe see if we can pull out a 9 or a 4. I mean, who knows? Oh, there we are. So sorry.
Can I have some crunch?
Yeah.
really like this neck pickup, but the bridge pickup lets it down. It goes too thin on the bridge, but the neck is really nice. Sounds like maple. I've got no idea what this is. It's not familiar at all. The body's really quiet. I don't know what that is. I like the neck pickup. I'm not really sold on the guitar. Something is holding it back.
So I need two things. Is it a Fender?
No.
Right, not a Fender. And what's the score?
5.
Okay, let's move on to guitar number 6. Incoming.
That's heavy, isn't it? Crunchy, please. Huh. Sounds like it's got a string tree. Oh my God, this is really hard.
Do you know what is interesting? First 3 guitars, you had very instant, like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
And then it's got almost like the more into this it is, the longer it's taking. And
Well, this is the closest, because this is the closest to a Strat, but but they all are, and I want to get it right. I think this is the closest to a Fender Strat. However, I don't like it as much as some of the others. So I'm going to say there's a strong possibility this is a Fender Strat, but I'm going to give it 6.5. For the viewers, as we discussed, this is for my personal preference, not like a ranking, because I'm sure it's a lovely guitar.
What I think is interesting is I wonder if the brain is at its most perceptive when you've like right at the beginning, and then as you get into like 6, 7, 8, the brain is starting to go, I'm not sure I can tell these differences
Absolutely,
anymore.
You're spot on, because I'm having to retain the memory of the previous ones that I felt and tried.
You see, I don't do blindfold challenges very much, but when I do, if I hear like 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, my brain kind of goes, right, that's A, that's B, that's C.
Yeah.
And then if someone goes, oh, listen to it again, listen to it for a bit longer, I start to go, actually, now my brain just thinks they all sound the same. And I don't know why that's obviously some sort of human
What
phenomenon.
I need is like an audio and textural palette cleanser.
Yes.
Like give me a BC Rich, and then I can kind of restart where I am.
What do they call that in restaurants when you have the thing in between?
Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche. We need an audio amuse-bouche. There you are, sir. Numero set.
Bit of a chunker.
Bit of a chunker.
Bit of a chunker, that one. Really nice pickups. Yeah, this is cool. I like that. Bit of crunchy, please.
Oh, sorry, it's been on crunch the whole time.
Oh,
I'll turn it off
interesting.
crunch.
I thought it was really hot. Yeah, this is super good. The neck's a little bit big for me. Doesn't have a string tree. It could be an ebony board, which would be a bit weird, but I don't know. It's not a maple board. It's not a Fender. Ah! It's a PRS.
I'm interested in two things. I mean, you can tell me why you don't think it's a PRS.
No,
sorry, why you
it's a
do think
PRS.
it's a PRS.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
But and also tell me, well, on the last two guitars, you've gone has got a string tree, hasn't got a string tree.
Yeah, I'm listening
what
for
are
the.
You, what are you hearing?
Yeah, so because I do a lot of recording, lots of recording live, and when you really hammer the strings, you hear the resonation of the strings beyond the nut, and it has a particular bing when you've got a string tree.
Interesting. How interesting. Well,
That
we've only
neck-
got two more to go,
Well,
Mr.
do you want
Rob.
to know why I think that was a PRS?
Yeah, sure.
So it was the neck carve. It was a very familiar neck carve. Once I forgot what I was doing and just played, it just felt a little bit like the pattern.
Yeah, sure.
What's it called?
I need a
So Lee's just gone for a because we're getting to that age. But I scored that previous guitar that I believe was a PRS at 8, maybe 8.2.
So we got an 8.2. Wow, that's cutting hairs. Excellent. Right, there we go. Guitar number 8.
8. Okay.
Sweet.
A bit of crunchy, please.
Of course.
Shoot. It's a little bit out of
Yeah, I
tunage
apologise.
now.
What does shoot mean? As in you're struggling to know what it is?
Yeah,
Let me tune it for you
I don't
just for
know
a
what
second,
it is.
Mr. Chapman. I'll tune it and give it back to you.
Okay.
Whilst you deliberate and communicate.
Yeah, well, so the problem is that the previous one I thought was a Fender, and now I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't.
No,
and of course, I don't know how many Fenders you have.
Oh,
So-
I'm sorry. I see what you mean. So the previous one you thought was a PRS, but you mean
No,
the one,
no.
the one before
the
that?
one before that I thought was a Fender. Am I allowed to know how many Fenders are in this
Shall we
lineup?
tell him how many Fenders are in this lineup? Yeah, why not? Okay, there's one Fender in the lineup.
Okay. So this is definitely not a Fender.
Well, I'm confused then. So you think it's...
It's very Fender-esque.
Had there been two Fenders in the lineup, you might have said this might be one. Is that what you're
Like
essentially...
the very first one I played felt really Fendery, but like an affordable Fender.
Okay.
Like one of those...
Well, there is a brand for affordable Fenders, and
Oh, yeah,
there could be
Squier,
one
I
of those
suppose.
in there.
Yeah, I don't know whether it felt like a Squier. It felt more like one of those.
Well, like a Mexican or a standard
Yeah,
Fender.
like
Here you
like
go,
a
look,
lower
that's
end version.
Slightly back in tune now. There you are. So that's the same guitar.
Wait, what's the fuck?
As
Okay.
in that's that eighth guitar.
Okay.
So I'm interested, Rob. Has that guitar got a string tree?
Yeah, I think so. It's not as obvious as it normally is.
And is it maple or rosewood neck?
Did you hear that?
I heard like a ping.
Yeah, that's the string tree. I can't. It's quiet. The guitar's quiet, so it's harder for me to tell what the fretboard wood is.
Okay.
But the feel, it's more rosewoody than it is mapley. But it could. Honestly, I have no idea really, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Well, look.
Can you put it back on?
Yes, of course.
my cup of tea. It's very easy to play. I think the pickups sound great. Yeah, it's really good. This is going to get a 9.
9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Woo!
I don't think it's a 9 out of 10 Cats. I don't think it's a Fender.
Did I write that you didn't think that was a Fender? Yeah, what I've written there is it feels Fendery, but if there's only one Fender in the mix, this isn't it. So, okay, that's it. We got one more guitar to go.
Oh, good.
And then we can do the reveal. Here we are, final guitar.
Okay. Oh, very solid. You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the string tree. Well, it's the neck is like really buzzing.
You don't mean fret buzzing?
No. I
as
mean,
in just like
I mean
alive.
it's really the whole physics system is absolutely doing its job. It's giving back. It's giving guitar. I like this. This feels expensive.
Do you want some gain?
Yeah, please. Something's up with the pickups. They're different, and I like the way that they're different. Shoot, this is a really good one.
If you score it higher than a 9, it's the best one. If you score it lower than a 5, it's the worst one. And anywhere in between is in between.
Yeah.
You're shredding like a madman.
Give me the gain again.
Just for the viewers, that on this pedal I've got 2 gain stages.
Oh,
and
gain it up again then?
No, that's what I was saying. That last bit is both gain stages.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only time in this video that I've put both gain stages in. Most of it you've just heard it with one side.
This one is a Shredder's Strat. It's so easy to play that I don't know whether it's cheating, but this would tell me it's more likely to be a Schecter or an Ibanez.
Oh, you're talking about feeling the heel joint.
Yeah, sorry, the heel joint.
That's a great name for a band. Feel the heel joint.
Yeah, but also that volute, that's an Ibanez volute, but that is more of a Schecter-y heel joint.
So it's a Ibanez.
It's a Ibanez, yeah. I don't know if it's. I don't think Ibanez make Strats. It's probably a Schecter. But I really like it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to place this 8.8.
Oh, just as Schecter were thinking they were going to win the whole competition. Okay. Right, let's pop this back. Take the cable out and you can...
Can I derobe?
Yeah, and we'll talk about what you said about each one.
Oh, wow, I'm facing you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, did you agree with Rob? Let's just recap. So, guitar number 1, you said it feels legit. Feels like a real Strat, although it feels affordable.
Yeah.
I think that is exactly how you would describe a Squier Classic Vibe Strat. It does feel legit. It is affordable. You gave that a 7.
How much was that one then?
A 7 out of 10.
What's the map on that bad boy?
These are like 350, 400 quid, something like that, aren't they?
Really?
Links below if you want to go to the Andertons website, find out more. This specific one, I believe, is a 70s Squier Classic Vibe Strat. You can buy 50s and 60s ones as well. Okay, numero 2. Obviously, I was very pleased with your scoring of this. This is our own brand EastCoast ST1. Quite possibly...
Did I think it was a Fender?
No, quite possibly the best £99 you can spend on a guitar ever. And it's not just me that says that, it's everyone that comes into contact with this brand says something like that. You said it's not a Strat, it's got a different neck carve, it's got a rosewood board, and you gave it a very admirable 8 out of 10.
I swear I had absolutely no... I swear on my children's life.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
So
was
again,
Lee's
if you're not familiar
brand.
with East Coast, go check them out on the Andertons website. Numero trois. You immediately said it's a Reverend. Now, in all fairness, I kind of thought if he feels this
I didn't
raised
feel the
bit in the
body.
middle, that's a giveaway. But no, I don't think you did
No,
either.
I didn't touch the body.
can't, which was why I was sort of watching going, that's interesting, because you kind of
I
just...
didn't even feel the pick guard.
You know what it does have, though, is, and I've probably not thought about it or played enough of them, but it does have a different feeling neck.
Yeah,
It's
it does,
wider
yeah.
this way, isn't it? Anyway, so you said it is the neck carve that feels like a Reverend. You think it's a Reverend. You said it's got a maple fretboard. So you're killing it on the fretboard material. So far, anyway. And you gave it a 7.5 out of 10. So a good score for the Reverend. That's the Greg Koch signature model. Next, we had, actually, and price-wise, the Reverend
that
Greg
music?
Koch
What is that?
That would have been the dearest one by some distance so far. They're about £1,200 or £1,300 there. This is a Sterling, so it's like the Squier version of a Music Man, if that makes sense. And you said, I don't know what this is. Kind of
Yeah.
shreddy, modern feel, which absolutely, it's got skinny neck this way.
Yeah.
It's a Strat for people that want it easy. I like that description. You didn't talk about what woods it was made from.
couldn't
you
tell.
gave it an 8 out of 10, and I think this is sub-series, so again, this is like the most affordable copies you can get of Music Man guitars. I can't remember how much these are, but go to the Andertons website. I've got a feeling they're well under £500.
Interesting. What's that?
This I was a bit disappointed about, only really because I've just bought one of these. So this is the most expensive, or maybe the Silver Sky is the most expensive. I don't know. It'll be one of the most expensive. This is a small Danish brand called Hansen.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Funnily enough, description of it, you went, I really like the neck pickup, but the bridge pickup is too thin sounding. You said it's got a maple fretboard with some, certainty there, and you said it's not a Fender. So you got
I said it had a
wrong.
maple fretboard.
You did.
Oh, man.
My Hansen S-Type, which is the silver one hanging up behind behind Taylor, I think is the nicest playing Strat style guitar that I own.
Right.
But I absolutely concur, not necessarily with the thinness of the pickups, but they are bright.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's something to do, because the Hansen stuff it's mahogany body, it's not, which you wouldn't normally associate with being bright. But
I did say, I remember saying it wasn't a very loud body.
Yeah, so I love mine, but I am probably going to go and see my friend at Monty's, or I don't know, or maybe I'll do a Seymour Duncan thing, or
Yeah.
whatever. But I need to mess around, because it's such a good playing guitar that I do want to sort of see what I can do pickup wise.
Right.
Bosh. Okay, so that was that one. That was actually the lowest score on the dearest guitar. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's not necessarily all about spending loads of money.
it's in the eyes and
to get
ears
a
of the
guitar that you
beholder.
like. Yeah. Number 6 was the Fender. And what you said about this was you went, oh, it's heavy as soon as you pick it up. You said it sounds like it has a string tree, which was the first time you mentioned that, which it does have a string tree. You said it's the closest to a Strat, but I don't like it as much.
I didn't.
As much as other guitars, I assume.
Yeah.
So look, that is it. You gave it a 6.5 out of 10.
But
So
I guessed the Fender. For me, it was the neck profile more than anything.
there we are. So I think what we're proving in this video is Rob is probably not a traditional Fender fan.
Well, also, I felt like the pickups needed to be a bit higher. I think that
Right.
they felt like they were quite low.
Well, that's easy to change, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that was the
Oh, it was
Fender
a PRS.
American Pro 2. These are about £1,900, something like that. Yeah, so then you went, it's a bit of a chunker. It absolutely is. This has
Yeah.
the chunkiest neck. So this is John Mayer's signature Silver Sky in a completely custom colour that you can't buy, that we had sprayed up for Pete as a surprise. Cool looking colour, right?
Does
But
Pete still like purple things then?
he loves purple things.
Does he fall asleep and go, purple, everything's purple?
Absolutely.
With the tip of my
So I was going to say that, but I knew you would instead. You said it's got really nice pickups. This is cool. I like this. Super good.
Oh.
Neck is too big for me.
I wonder if I would have felt that switch. I mean, I don't think it pinged in my mind, but I'm looking at it thinking, that would have been a giveaway.
You said it's got no string tree. Correct.
Yeah.
You said it's got a maple board.
Oh, shoot.
And then you went, I know, it's a PRS. And you gave it 8.2.
Yeah, it
so
played really well.
That would currently be our leading scoring guitar. Not cheap, obviously. This is an American full fatty kind of $3,000 kind of guitar, but there are PRS SE versions of that, so you can pick one up for sort of £600 or £700 if you wish.
What's that?
This is a Sire.
Oh!
I think this is an S3, isn't it?
It's the Larry Carlton.
It's not the S5, is it? So this is. I love Sire guitars. I have an S7, which again. S7 is another guitar that I'm going to take to see my friend at Monty's to see if I can play around the pickups, because it's a super affordable guitar. I played the gold one in yesterday's videos.
Yeah.
There's no way in a million years that you pick this guitar up and think that that's like a £300 guitar.
Yeah.
It's just and the 7 Series one that I've got, which is about £600. Again, they play like you should have a 1 in front of the price.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Chapmans they made for us played, really, really well. It's such a nice neck, man.
Yeah, so that's the S3. Your comments on here, you went, shoot, like some sort of, American.
Because it's really close to a Strat. It felt really close.
Like, Little House on the Prairie or something like that. Shoot, Papa, that's a goddamn good guitar. Anyway, you said it feels Fendery, but if there's only one Fender in the mix, this isn't it. And then you went with some certainty that it absolutely has a string tree, which it doesn't.
It doesn't, no.
And then you went, it's more rosewoody than mapley, but I'm not sure. And you did finally say it's really my cup of tea. It has great pickups. And it scored 9 out of 10.
Yeah, it was really, really good playing. Really good neck. Great sounding pickups. And it was an Ibanez, not a Schecter.
I will guarantee that despite the fact that we've been championing the sort of Sire thing for... probably nearly 10 years now, if you take the bases into account, there'll still be thousands and thousands of guitarists that will go, I've never heard of them. You absolutely have to check out the Sire range, whether you're a guitar player or a bass player. They have some amazing value guitars in the range.
Yes.
So the final one was another more expensive one again, so I'm pleased you liked it. So that's one of the AZ2203 models made in Japan, prestige kind of, so that would be... Ibanez probably trying to do their sort of contemporary take on a Strat.
You know what's interesting is that just looking at it, I wouldn't think it was expensive. The headstock, I'd like Ibanez as a brand, but it would put me off.
Really?
It's stupid vanity bullshit, But then when you go, it's made in Japan, it's a high-end Ibanez, and then playing it, it's like, okay, this is a really good guitar.
So the headstock is taken from the sort of original Ibanez Roadster sort of 70s thing. So it's the pre-pointy headstock kind of Ibanez headstock. It is a sort of a historically appropriate headstock. I'm a massive fan of... See, I'm the opposite. That is exactly the Ibanez. I wouldn't want flame tops, pointy, shark tooth inlay. None of that stuff does it for me.
Oh.
Yeah, so I really like everything about that guitar. Anyway, you said it's got a string tree. You went, the neck is really alive. I think, if my memory serves me right, the Japanese guitars go through like a thermal, what do they call it when they sort of dry the wood out? That's it, torrefied kind of thing, which is supposed to make it, by removing the moisture, but supposed to make it...
Put your finger there.
Yeah, super vibrating, isn't it? Yeah. You said, it's really giving me something back. It feels expensive. The pickups are different in a way that I like. It's a really good one. It's a Shredder's Strat. And then in your finest moment, you went, it's probably a Schecter.
Sorry, yeah.
But you were saying, is it an Ibanez? Is it a Schecter?
Well, no, I said the volute feels like it's an Ibanez, and
this whole thing is the AZ thing. So every Ibanez AZ has that kind of.
And Duncan pickups. I wonder if that's what.
Yeah, and then you gave that. I was thinking, is he going to go 9.1 and give that the award for the day? But no, you went 8.8.
So which one did I say won?
That green one. Yeah,
it's a great guitar. And how much? What's this one cost?
Help me, Taylor. I think it's about £300. 279. I mean,
come on. No. That's mad.
It's going to be somewhere around about the £300 mark. There's some...
It's 249.
Yeah, do you know what?
No.
This summer, they announced them at the NAMM show, but we haven't had them yet. This summer, there's a lot of like version 2 versions of the Sire range coming. I can't remember whether Series 3 is part of that change, but I don't think the prices are changing radically from Mark 1 to Mark 2. But
These pickups sound so nice.
yeah, it's good, isn't it?
This feels better to play, but this sounded, in my opinion, sounded better, and it was way more real Strat. If you know, now looking at them, the one I want to own is this one.
Right.
You know, but the close second would be that.
That would be what I would probably assume, or I would just pick for you if you said, look, pick me one of these for me to have.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a Strat though.
Yeah, but I think because that's that sort of crossover guitar for you, that's
Yeah.
like, it's sort of, they're trying to appeal aesthetically to traditional Strat players,
Yeah.
but with a guitar that feels more modern.
I'm glad I picked out the Strat, but
Yeah.
disappointed that I wouldn't have chosen it from these. But I think that's just the neck and the frets.
Yeah.
I'm used to big frets and thick strings and stuff.
I mean, I always like doing these blindfold challenges, and I love the fact that you can give the most expensive guitar the lowest score and the cheapest guitar one of the highest scores.
Yeah.
And look, it is what it is.
When I was guessing the fretboard materials, does the statistical curve show that I was more right or less right?
Oh, there were two things that you got wrong and everything else you got right. You said one guitar had a string tree when it didn't.
Okay.
And you said one guitar had a maple fretboard.
Yeah.
It was this one, wasn't it? Or but when it had a
And you
rose
can hear
fretboard.
that string tree thing now, can't you?
I'm not sure. I can hear the ping, but
Yeah.
I always associated the ping with you know, something going on at the trem system.
No,
or
the
nut
springs
or-
are a different kind of. You get ghost notes coming out on certain frequencies. They resonate sympathetically with it. It's true. It's true.
It's another great name for a band. Anyway, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Yet again, Rob Chapman amazes us with his aural capabilities. I couldn't even say the word. But thank you for joining us. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned. We'll
Bye.
make some more videos for you now.
Oh, good throw.